one more of those hell yeahs. That's where it is right there.
Love the piercing.
I'm very, well, thank you. It's brand new. I just did it. I just did it seconds ago. In the other room, next to the pool table. I am very excited today to tell you about my best friends. I'm very fortunate. I have two best friends. They are both named Justin. And I met them, we fell in love with each other while we were going to school together at the University of Texas in Austin. And like a lot of like very best friends and like close friendships, I don't remember meeting them. There's not like a specific thing. They just were there. We were, in classes with each other, and we, got to know each other here and there. But it was around the year 1998. I saved you the math a second ago. That's 27 years that I've been in love with my best friends. And it has been the most glowing, most wonderful part of my life. Asterisk other than my son. You have to do that. I don't want my son to find this video later. I made the good, bad mistake of texting them like 10 minutes ago and telling them I was about to talk to you, and they changed my story entirely, so now I have to tell a whole new story. So here's what they told me I needed to tell you about, and this is very important, and I think very illustrative of our friendship. When we met, we knew immediately we were going to be best friends because we formed a band together. And we did it for silly reasons, because it's Texas, and so even though we were theater kids, the theater department recognized that for morale, we needed a weekly barbecue on Fridays to make sure that everyone was happy, so we would do a weekly barbecue on Fridays. And we would take turns being the grill masters on it, and eventually we said, maybe there should be live music. And I play guitar, and my best friend Justin plays drums. The other best friend, Justin, he plays guitar, but we bullied him into playing the bass, and we said it would be a one-time thing. It was not a one-time thing. We did it for 10 years. We moved to New York together. We made a good, honest run for it. We tried to get signed. We played in all the good clubs. We got real close. It didn't take. But as a result of that time, we are telepathic with each other. We understand each other in a way that is beyond most human conditioning. We are brothers in the spirit. Anyway, my two best friends, they are both named Justin. We had to designate different names, obviously. At first, we called them Evil Justin and Good Justin. We did not require much debate about which was which at that point. That eventually turned into Junebug versus Sleazy. And Junebug and Sleazy, to this day, my 14-year-old son refers to, are we going to see Uncle Sleazy today? Yes, we're going to see Uncle Sleazy today. He's there with his children, who weirdly don't call him Sleazy. I don't know what their problem is. I continue to call them by their nicknames. I will continue to call them by their nicknames until the day they die. If I outlive them, which I probably won't, because adventure, but if I do, I will definitely be referring to them as Junebug and Sleazy at their grave sites, the way that I did at their weddings, and everyone made fun of me for it. I did not care. Their names are Junebug and Sleazy. I see that I have 1 minute and 20 seconds now left on this stage, and I will tell you the story that Junebug and Sleazy wanted me to tell you, and that is the story of the bread truck. So, we're in New York. The thing about New York, the thing about working as a working band in New York, most of the places, nobody owns a car. So all of the clubs, they have all the stuff there for you. They recognize that nobody, you're at the subway to a thing. So you can't bring a drum kit. They have a drum kit there waiting for you. You just bring the cymbals and stuff. You don't bring an amp. They have the amps there waiting for you. You just bring the heads and you bring your guitar, all right? This particular gig that we were playing was out way the hell out in Long Island. I don't know who booked it. I'm assuming Sleazy. Sleazy was always in charge of that. Sleazy's and I can see that I'm doing the thing that that just happens. Like if Junebug had booked it, I'd forgive him. But Sleazy, because we called him Sleazy, he's yoked with it forever. So anyway, Sleazy, I think, booked us this gig in Long Island. It's way the hell out. We have to take all of our stuff out there. I told them we had to rent a van. They didn't listen to me. They said, don't worry about it. We'll be able to get a cab. We'll be able to hire a thing. It'll take us out there. Sure enough, Friday night comes. We can't get a cab. We can't get a car. We can't get anything out. So we go downstairs to to the bodega, where we have put this man's children through college with the amount of beer and wine and cigarettes that we have bought from him. And he says, I'll tell you what, I'll talk to my guy. And sure enough, we rode out to our Friday night gig in Long Island in the back of a bread van after it was done doing its deliveries to all the bodegas. And we rode out smelling of fresh bread when we arrived at this Long Island heavy metal club. And coming back, we realized that it was the same cost to rent a van as it was to rent a limo. So of course we took a limo back in.